Welcome back to the OCA podcast, the Open Chest Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Rich2753, and join me again is the reigning mullet champion,
Mullet. Mullet. Business is in front, party in the back. It's all party up in here.
That's what I was going to say. It's all party. Alright.
Oh. So remember to subscribe, ring the bell, follow our social medias, Patreon, and some sort of shirt store.
Well, somewhere downstairs in the description, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Wherever Daddy left the links.
So the thumbnail for last time when we mentioned Diana White. I forgot she had broad shoulders. Oh, that was funny though. I think that might have been from one of the board games or trivia games. Yeah. So what do we got on the docket?
You want to do pickups?
Sure.
Have any pickups?
Oh yeah, I got some pickups.
I had one that I forgot to mention, that I forgot to include in the thing last time. It was One Punch Man Volume 18.
Okay. Oh, the one that I think AC has covered it quite extensively, but I didn't watch it. The Gunsmith Cats.
Yeah.
Kickstarter. I got that in. But if you remember last time, I got one piece. Like this one. Like this piece. And this piece.
Oh, hold on.
And that piece. But I was missing this piece. But not that piece. But not this piece. But I was missing this piece. But I already had this piece. This piece was there. So is this one. However, this time around, my number 11 is not a library copy this time.
Ooh.
And that is the name of the treasure of the Grand Line.
So is that all that was released by 4Kids on DVD?
Well, if you look on the back, here's something interesting. So obviously we have 4Kids here, but what gets me is, aside from Toei right there, Viz, yeah, there you go, has that little extra text right there. So I'm wondering if this was kind of similar with Zoids, where it was Hasbro, Bandai, and Pioneer. This was originally attempted to be a triple licensor releasing one edition, as you would be. But yeah, that's all that was released. Sadly, not all broadcasted and butchered, but c'est la vie. Up next, I have Gundam Seed Destiny, the movies. So we have the box. Then we have movie 1. Then we have movie 2. Then we have movie 3 sealed. And movie 4 library edition.
Oof.
So finally, I got all the Bandai Gundam titles, but not all tracks. Yeah. So to bear view, I think it's backwards, but got a one sealed in here. So boom. Those are the things that make you go boom. This one's the harder Gundam Seed movie compilation to get, sadly. The first one came out as 3 for the original Gundam Seed. Then Destiny, for some reason, went the 4 route. Then you have the bonus special conclusion movie, if you will, called Gundam Seed Destiny Final Plus. And there's a few other OVAs that weren't released. But hopefully Sean at Right Stuff will, with his collector's edition of that, which he has been working on for 2 years, hopefully it'll include everything with Gundam Seed. It sounds like he's going to split Seed and Destiny to be 2 different releases, maybe. But hopefully a perfect collection. As review, he is going to redub it because just like with Escaflowne, there's extra scenes that they added into it. And, well, you have to redub it for those extra scenes. And last of all, the steel box of what we're going to watch tonight of Metropolis. Ooh.
Very nice.
There's her, there's Rock.
That is a sexy box. I love it.
Oh, yes. Yeah, leave this over here. So, what you got?
That's the only thing. I had nothing. I just that one that I forgot to mention last week. So,
okay. Sadly, I have a slew of other stuff coming in tomorrow.
Yay! Alright.
Oh.
I'm going to take care of something really quick. You got anything you want to... What did you watch this last week?
So this last week, I was trying to finish up Crimson Shell. I've been trying to finish up Pandora and the Crimson Shell. Turns out this is kind of like a sort of season 2 to Excel Saga. A lot of characters that you would see from Excel Saga kind of make a sort of cameo in this one. Kind of similar to how Metropolis has a lot of Osamu Tezuka characters being reused. I'm still trying to figure out with this one. It's co-produced by Koshi Rikta, which is obvious. I'm trying to figure out the Oshi element in this.
I think he wrote it.
He wrote it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, I've been kind of surprised with the. So you have Teasing Master Kagi-san. I think that's the name. I
Teasing Master Takagi Takagi. God damn it. Takagi-san.
There you go.
There we go.
So with that one, Funimation released season 1. Now Netflix got season 2 and dubbed it with a different company, which, well, if Funimation has their dubbing studio says only these actors can dub in our studios, but no one else. And you change studios, obviously you're not going to have the same, but kind of ironic that would happen, seeing what happened with Free and Discotek a few years ago when Discotek got season 1 subbed, but Funimation got season 2 and dubbed it, then just got the rest of it and released it. So you have that going on. On Twitter, I did make a post. Let me bring it up here. A post about Kyokara Mao.
Kyokara Mao? Yeah.
Yeah. Made a tweet to our good pals at Discotek. I can just pull that up. Okay, so how do I share again?
There's a little button on the bottom, screen share. I got your mute, start cam mic, screen share. I've gotta ask you permission.
Okay, so for this one, let me get back to that page. So for this one, pretty much highlight a few people that I know that work with Discotek along with them. Finally, my late fall / early winter Discotek / Eastern Star titles have arrived. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Celebrate your winter festives, insert while leaving barely a hangover, unless that was the goal. So all these that you've seen last time, and then we have the flavors of Eggo, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. And we had some feedback.
Alright.
Mark Ferber replied, my only real question, what flavors of Eggo waffles are the stuff in the columns that weren't marked? Referring to these two, I believe. My response, let's go with pecan or caramel before the peanut butter or cinnamon crowd comes. So, also, I mentioned before about me and Brad's mentioned before about not Shelby but Selty and his wife. Sorry if I get her name right, Laura, who usually man the Discotek booths. Learned from AWA that they're the owners this whole time. Yeah, small world.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
right.
what we got on the docket?
Yeah, let's go to the doc. All right. I've been trying to talking to FDM behind the scenes, trying to schedule this next podcast. Talking to the audience. Why we've been kind of stalling. All right. So,
yes, Random 11, we are live.
So the motion to dismiss the appeal for lack of subject matter jurisdiction was denied. So basically, Ron Toye and Montreal tried to dismiss the appeal, and that failed. And so the appeal, Vic Mignogna's appeal is not dead; it's still going through. So
the bill increases.
Yep. Drummer masshoi Yamauchi. I probably pronounced that wrong.
Yamaguchi.
There's a G in there. Passes away at 37. He is the for Hiroyuki Sawano soundtracks and Animelo Summer Live. He did basically all the drumming for any Hiroyuki Sawano stuff. So Attack on Guilty Crown, Covenant, Iron Fortress. He was like for Blue Exorcist, had a fantastic soundtrack. Recreators as well. Primarily the openings for that series was fantastic. So, death in the community, I guess, or probably can't really pick him out, but
for a typical death, though, that is considered kind of young.
Yeah.
I think all the recent deaths this past year and the previous are like in their 60s plus, typically. But they gotta find another drum banger.
Now, next up we have Kickstarter news. We have Magician A, which I believe Simply G had shared this at one time or another. I haven't really had a chance to look at it yet, but
I'm not familiar with either of these Kickstarters, sadly.
No. So links are in the doc if anybody wants to go check them out.
The art kind of looks very similar to not My Bride as a Mermaid, but Jellyfish Princess.
Oh.
Or at least to me, I could be just dead wrong, and that's fine if I am.
Oh. It's kind of trucking along, I guess. It's about halfway, so.
Okay.
And then this one, which is also kind of trucking along, but it's probably not going to make it to this goal. It was a manga sketch of life in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Moving right along.
More progress made towards the Metal Gear Solid movie.
Who's the director?
Director Jordan Vogt Roberts said that after the script, the Metal Gear Solid film has been handed in. So, new draft script. basically the progress for me, a specific actor very soon. So if you got somebody in mind for something.
So I wonder how they're going to cast them, because some movies, some spy movies, they either cast them super old or super young. I'm not familiar with those that get the age just right. And would they get the actor who played Kyle Reese to play him, or would it be someone that we would know in action, like Kurt Russell, or would it be like some no name that did a comedy and turned out to be a really good action star?
It's hard to say. I'm not seeing Adam Sandler in the role.
Hey! He's doing a movie called Diamond's Cut, I believe, Jim's Cut, something like that. The trailer for that, it looks like he can dish out a pretty heavy drama role if he wants to. But I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Watch it be The Rock.
Right. Like Brad wanted us to have a look at this thing. Full Metal Panic Philanthropy. Or not Full Metal Panic. Metal Gear Solid Philanthropy.
Still don't see how people can play these games. The controls are always backwards.
Alright.
For me, at
I
least.
think it's like a fan film kind of thing. So, anyway, that's over in the doc if anybody wants to check that out.
Okay.
So. Salary workers get silly in Kachou Baka Ichidai key visual. Alright.
This is the after high school of Chromate.
Yeah, Cromartie High School, okay. Yeah.
Is Mike the director in this one?
Mike, directed by Kentaro Moriya. This guy here. That's a TV drama.
Oh, okay. It's not a movie.
For 11 episodes, starting Mondays, beginning on January 12th. Alright.
No fair.
Saturdays, starting on January 4th.
All right.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Where's Freddie Mercury?
Alright.
Oh, well.
Warner Brothers removes the live-action Akira film from its schedule. It was scheduled for May 21st, 2021, and now Matrix 4 has that date.
So Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 are going to be released on the same day as they keep advertising.
On the same day, the Keanu Reeves is facing off with himself.
There you go. I did see Jojo Rabbit, one of Takai, whatever his name is.
Taika Waititi,
just recently. It kind of feels like it's parodying one of those typical Sundance films.
Mm-hmm.
Films, and stuff does happen in it. Obviously, things are going to happen, but it doesn't feel like a slow, drooling pace. The natural progression and flow makes it very enjoyable, and the quirkiness adds to a lot to the laughter, in my opinion. So, Japanese box office. Lupin III 3D CG film debut at number 2 with 245 million yen.
I think the thing that what's his face, Brad, wanted to say about this was Frozen 2 still beat it. Which I'd say, no, there it is down here. Frozen 2.
Well, yeah, that's been anticipated. Wreck-It Ralph hyped up.
It's freaking Frozen. I mean, you know, what are you going to do about it?
How many songs does Lupin have?
Yeah.
2, one at the beginning and one at the end.
The Deer King anime film set for release on September 18th, 2020. I have no idea what this is about, but it sounds like it could be pretty good, I guess. according to Brad.
I haven't had a chance to read this, but looking at the visuals, it kind of looks like a different type of Golden Kamui sort of story, but I'm not sure if there's a treasure hunt involved or not.
I like standalone movies, personally. You know, like we're talking about one for the watch called Metropolis. I really do. I love standalone anime movies. You know, I don't have to have like the full, 6-hour investment like a short series. All right. Rising the Shield Hero is most continuously watched anime in 2019.
Good.
So this is the series that people are saying, oh, nobody's going to want to watch it because of the false rape accusations.
Well, that's only a small niche in America that's saying that. Other than that, after the first season was done, it got guaranteed 2 more seasons next year. So
that's huge. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it continue. Good series. We got more JoJo's and Demon Slayer, which apparently which I'm kind of surprised Demon Slayer's number 3 instead of like number 1 or 2, considering all the hype that the series has gotten this year.
Now for this is ranked for most viewed. Okay.
Continuously watched.
Yeah.
Most continuously watched.
Okay.
So I don't know if that means like marathoning in one sitting or same users going back and keep watching it.
Well, let's read it.
Yeah.
Let's read it. Culture Convenience Club has announced the results of its latest research on the watching rating of Japanese TV viewers in the Kanto area. Gunma, Tochigi, Ikebara, Saitama, Tokyo, Chiba, and Kanagawa. The research was conducted in cooperation with Nikkei BP's Nikkei Entertainment Monthly Magazine between January 1st and October 28th, 2019. According to the research, the most continuously watched TV anime in 2019 was the TV anime adaptation of Aniko Usagi's fantasy light novel series, The Rising of Shield Hero. In other words, it was the most inspiring anime that viewers couldn't stop watching until the end.
So basically, people who tuned in every week to watch and they continued watching it. They didn't drop the show.
So number 4, I got reincarnated as a slime. Number 5, Dr. Stone. Number 6, Wise Men's Grandchild. Number 7, Dororo. Number 8, Karakuro Citrus.
This should be Karakuri Circus. I got a typo there.
Circus. Okay.
Demon Lord retry, and then Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon 2?
All right.
I'm surprised Karakuri Circus was up there, because after a while, that was a hard watch to keep going.
Me too.
I was very tempted to drop that one.
I'm surprised that Wise Man's Grandchild was up there. I thought it would be like number 9. Oh, well. And, for Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, I'm glad it's in the number 10 spot, but the huge leap of the next season is probably hurting it more than it may realize.
Hatsune Miku tunes up for musical performance in Shinkalion film. This is the one that we were talking about a while back that had the Evangelion characters in it.
Okay.
So
is that like transition from screen, or am I looking at a holographic?
I think it's just going to be like an animation in the movie. So, and Yeah.
So there's a sequel.
Nope. The pilot will perform her own version of the series theme. Anything else forgot other than about the series? Doesn't look like it.
It mentions that, well, that first sentence pretty much summarizes it pretty well.
Yeah, it's going to be perform her own version of the series theme. ReZero starting life in another world. Season 2 release date announced. So season 2 will air after a rebroadcast of season 1 on Japanese TV.
Sweet.
So basically, the first season is going to re-air starting in January in a 1 hour time slot, and it's going to have new footage added to it. And the second season will start airing in April.
Okay.
So
if it has,
it'd be interesting how Funimation would do this.
Yeah.
Looking basically going to be an extended cut of the first series. Kind of like the Psycho-Pass extended edition that came out for season 1. Funimation will probably shoot, but that'll probably be the end of it. We probably won't bother simul-dubbing it, releasing it on home video.
Well, with that being just released earlier this past fall and late spring, we're talking about talking about Real Life's U.S. release. It would, if they decide to simul-dub it or gather all the extra bits and get released like a season 1 redux or redeluxe version of it, wouldn't take much work. I'm not sure how much customer confidence it would have, but it is possible.
No, they never did anything with the Psycho-Pass extended edition, which was basically they took the first season with 22 episodes and made them 11 double-length episodes and added scenes in. Funimation never did anything with it, and that was a pretty popular series at the time. So
I think Gargantia had some. It's not the same, but I think Gargantia had some OVAs that didn't. That wasn't released on home video.
I think that's also Viz too. So
yeah. Oh, fair enough. So what we got next?
Alright, Psycho-Pass 3 anime film gets it, or Psycho-Pass 3 anime gets a film next spring.
Sweet.
I have not watched the last episode, which aired today, so they've got a lot that they're gonna need to wrap up.
So it will be a finale movie, or will it be a compilation film?
I'm guessing it's be a continuation. I don't know if it'll be a finale or not. So I'm guessing it's a continuation.
Okay.
TV anime Dropkick on My Devil to get an extra episode thanks to a hometown tax.
Wow. That is different.
It is different. The official website for the Dropkick on My Devil anime series announced on December 11th that the production of an extra episode, Chapter Chitose, has officially gotten a green light. Chitose City in Hokkaido launched a hometown tax project to collect the budget for the episode on December 2nd and easily reached its goal of 20 million yen in only 4 days, which is odd. Well, not odd, I guess. That is the opposite of odd. When you tax something, that kind of makes it mandatory. So, of course, they made the budget. So, there's tax system in Japan that allows taxpayers to live in urban areas to contribute to the rural areas. Extraction of income tax and tax and local products to donors in return. Means hometown Japanese, in addition to their own hometown, taxpayers can pay tax anywhere they like, but would love to help and encourage. Oh, so you can pay taxes for other places that you're not living in. Wow.
Huh.
Okay.
That's different.
That is different.
That's different, but I'm glad to hear that something like that was able to produce another episode.
No, it does. Slime manga dominates Bookwalker's digital sales ranking for 2 consecutive years.
Good. What
Now,
in the world's...
this is not the novels. There's a lot more content in the novels. The manga is just an adaptation, remember?
I'm surprised that...
That's baffling.
I'm surprised that quintuplets beat Konosuba.
Yeah. So,
anything else?
Let's see. I think that was it for that one. Princess Maker.
Hooray!
Fairy Tales Come True in HD remake heading to stream Nintendo Switch. Pick up there. So I guess you have something to say about this.
Princess Maker is a long series of, well, simulation games of you, the player, raising a young lass to become a princess. Originally made by Gainax, and also used elements from this game to create Petite Princess Yusi.
Yep.
I think we have a game. I think we have a game or two of this series on streamer as of current. I'm not sure lately if they've released any more stuff. So it's nice to see this series get a new light in the international markets, technically.
Over here. Gungrave G.O.R.E pushed back to sometime in 2020.
I still have not seen Gungrave.
The game was supposed to have launched this month. I guess Gungrave is still kind of popular, I guess, which is kind of surprising. I mean, all things considered, the series was kind of forgettable, but it was halfway decent, I guess.
Looks very stylistic. I'll say that much.
It does. It's from Yasuhiro Naito, the creator of Trigun and Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Exactly.
So, Resident Evil 2 Remake surpasses original with 5 million sales. So I think that's really all. Probably gonna get out of.
That should come as no surprise.
Alright, moving on. Resident Evil 3 Remake covers Jill up and reuses zombie models. So,
yeah, well, what do you expect? You release one HD remake, then right after release another one. Obviously, they're going to reuse assets. That's like complaining about Majora's Mask not being a true new game when it's using assets from Ocarina of Time. With that small amount of production time, obviously that's shortcuts that they'll need to use since it's current.
That sounds like
stuff.
That makes sense.
And no shot in the Mises. Oh, we got another one.
Resident Evil 3 Remake heads to PS4, Xbox One, April 3rd, 2020. So
yeah, there's the Mises.
Oh yeah, here we are. This is the actress who she was apparently based upon. So the original model. So I think people are complaining that the game doesn't look as good as the model.
The model kind of looks like Sarah Connor. Just more brown-headed. Haired.
Maybe. Final Fantasy VII Remake is exclusive to PlayStation 4 until March 3rd, 2021. So it's going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive for about a year.
Yeah.
Over a year. Oh yeah, exactly a year. So March 3rd, 2020 to March 3rd, 2021.
Hold up. Versus Seed said stuff. If you pre-order, you get the original Jill outfit too. They were also developing both Re 2 and Re 3 at the same time, so yeah, they use the same assets. Second verse for Versus Seed. The model on the right was the old face of the older Jill in the games. Okay.
Going back to this. Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace comes west. This is basically like a slice of life version of or a slice of life game, basically. No science stuff. I'm actually very tempted to buy this just because I love the characters in the game or the series, and getting more slice of life aspect out of antics out of all these. It just sounds like a fun time. So then that came out like on Tuesday. Yep. Augie, you muted. Oh, he's
Can you hear me now?
back. Yeah,
I'm
you're
back.
I was just saying, Augie, you muted and I noticed you had the headphones off. Alright, anyway, moving on. Right Stuff and 11 Arts revealed trade-in programs for a Silent Voice and Maquia anime film releases. So, Right Stuff and 11 Arts announced on Thursday that they have launched trade-in programs for those who have purchased the home video releases of the A Silent Voice and Maquia When the Promised Flower Blooms films. Those who participate in the program and return their copy of either film will receive a $35 discount on the limited editions of those films. Right Stuff and 11 Arts released the limited edition home video release of A Silent Voice in November. In November, the limited edition retails for $90 and features chipboard box packaging, 8 art cards, a 60-page art books, interviews with various staff members that feature on the locations of the film, and film commentary. The limited edition of Maquia When the Flower Bloom retails for also $90 and features a box illustrated by original character designer Akiko Yoshida and a digitray with an illustration by character designer Yuriko Ishii, a 32-page digital special story by director Mari Okada, and an 84-page booklet. Those interested in participating in the program can fill out a PDF form send to Right Stuff. The form is available on Right Stuff's website. So I find it's interesting that they're giving you a $35 discount when you could buy the standard editions of both films for about $20.
Yeah. Well, you're still from their point of view, you're buying a first copy and a second copy with that rebate. So I don't know who would do that. If you were that interested in the show, you would just keep what you have and buy the other one. So you can say, I have both copies. Take that.
Unless you're, like me, limited on shelf space.
Yeah, fair enough.
But again, if you're like me and you're limited on shelf space, you're not going to want the big-ass copy. You just want the standard edition. So, alright, let's go back to Right Stuff.
Right Stuff.
Hopefully I have adult turned off. Otherwise, we're kind of in trouble.
You gonna show the nudie booty?
Looks like
slightly.
adults off. Okay. Alright, so we got... Should I just open up all these and go through them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right,
Open them up and go through them. Versus Seed also replies, "Are you guys done holiday shopping on Right Stuff. Can't believe how cheap things are. I'm so tempted. Well, my 2 cents on the Right Stuff holiday sale, unless if it's Black Friday. If it's during these Christmas times, what they typically do, unless Right Stuff fully has no inventory on that one particular item, you'll wait for all the sales to happen. And there's one day when they're going to have every sale that was like limited per day to be all at once. Also with ultra bundles.
The final day of the sale usually has all the mega deals.
Oh, yeah.
And the big mega deal, which is like $2,000 with all the mega deal.
There you go. Then you have like the, 800 of the hentai?
Yeah. Alright, so first up we have Maria Watches Over Us. On
Can you
Blu-ray,
scroll down?
which is 13 episodes of Season 1, 13 episodes of Season 2. The OVA, 1 through 5, Season 3, and Season 3 episodes 1 through 13. Or, no, hold on.
So
OVA
this is still
episodes.
sub only.
OVA episodes 1 through 5 of Season 3, and Season 1 through 13 of Season 4. So that looks like it's all of Maria Watches Over Us, and it's all sub only. No dub. I think they were saying that it was going to be dubbed, but they didn't dub it.
And that's sad, but oh well.
Yeah.
At least it's all in one now.
Yeah, this is a complete collection for that. Mysteria Friends. So this is episodes 1 through English and Japanese audio.
I don't recall this one being aired.
I think I remember hearing the name before, but I think that's probably about it.
This one impresses me because this one was just released or aired quite recently. So
Released the Spice Premium Edition box set Blu-ray.
Story of the futuristic ninja girls. That's all I know. So this is quite a lovely box. Don't understand.
Very colorful.
Oh yeah.
I got art cards and booklet. Okay. So that's obviously dubbed in Japanese. So 1 to 12. And special features. Special feature. Tokutin. Whatever that is. And then the standard edition. Release the Spice. Now we have To Love Rouge, Season 1. New English edition. So, Season 1 was 1 through 26.
Is this one of those that has 3 seasons and an OVA?
I think so, yeah.
Season? Okay.
I think it had like maybe 4 seasons.
Glad to see they delivered on their news for that.
I have Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions Ultimate Collection, which is Season 1, Season 2, OVAs, movies, and shorts. So
Sweet.
I'm guessing it's just a repackage of everything that has been released so far for the franchise.
I guess I need to look through what I have and see where the shorts are.
I think probably like going with the Season 1 and Season 2.
Probably.
So I like this cover. This is a neat cover.
Oh yeah. See all the inventory, pretty much what she goes through in her school life and stuff that she would fantasize about.
That is a neat cover.
Oh yeah.
So Grimm's Notes, the animation. I have no idea what this is about, but I'm guessing it could be about like Grimm's fairy tales or something.
It's Grimm's fairy tale. It's a group of people traveling to different worlds or eras and resolving the Grimm's fairy tale adventure, if you will.
Okay.
4 per episode. This aired, I believe, last summer.
Huh. You created 2019.
Yeah, has sub only. It looks like.
So you mean sub only? So next up we have Aria the animation. This is the public version. This one's a non-kickbacker. The public can now buy these.
Yes.
Coming up
next March 3rd, and you don't have to be cursed with that blasted minimalistic art box. I didn't like it.
Next up, we have another Bleach Blu-ray set. It contains episodes 140 to 167.
So pretty soon they'll have all this in Blu-ray.
I think they're only not quite halfway, right?
Not sure. I'm not a Bleach fan.
I want to say it had like a 366 episode, so they're
okay.
Not quite halfway yet. Then we have White Snake, which I think is a Chinese movie or Chinese 3D CGI.
Yeah, I see that Mandarin in the dubs over there.
Oh yeah, Mandarin. There we go. And released by G Kids. So, yeah.
Oh well.
And that's it for new releases on Right Stuff. We have limited Kantai Collection Shigure keychain sold for $1,631.
Why? This better be for a charity. A crazed Kantai Collection otaku has bought up a limited Shigure acrylic keychain for an exorbitant amount of money, securing him a treasured item as well as a moment to brag about his level of otaku supremacy for spending so much on a key holder. The item in question was a keychain obtained from a piano concert in Sasebo. Bidding was proceeding normally for the item until one of the individual came and upped the price significantly. We can see the figures.
Went from 14,000 yen up to 176,000 yen.
Yeah.
That sounds like somebody slipped on their keypad.
Either slipped on their keypad or the owner of the item was trying to hike up the price. Eventually, the keychain was sold for 177,000 yen, or $1,631 US dollars. Seemingly not being as rare as the first auction implied. Another Shigure keychain also appeared and sold for about the same price in one bid.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Oh.
Collectors have shown that they highly value such worthless prizes, as demonstrated by devotion to attaining movie strips, or even autograph standees. What we're seeing is a reseller in action here. The first one was probably an innocent buy, and then the second one, that has to be a reseller, or that same person bought it and want his money back.
Yeah.
Try to keep going with the escalation. This is why I don't like resellers, as they ruin a hobby.
Yeah, scalpers are a plague.
Yeah.
Get your paws on feline version of Code Geass's Lelouch and Suzaku. So that's the thing.
I'm kind of surprised Funimation isn't getting on this bandwagon here. So so if you scroll down, as we see the pictures here, then you scroll down, it looks like there's some Velcro faces that you can put on, like one of sleeping and one of smiling, or smiling while sleeping. Oh, the Geass, that's what's happening. Normalize, scroll down.
Oh, yeah, okay. Geass size, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so Geass is like a fake sleeping mask.
Huh?
Okay. Huh. That's kind of neat. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean.
Wonder how much it sells for. Surely it's not going to be over 25 or 30.
Let me see. Probably got something.
Daryl Harding wrote this article. I didn't read it, but he wrote this article.
15, $20.
$20.
18.
All right.
$18.50 each.
Cool.
All right. So we just breezed through articles like nothing else. We didn't have very many articles. Let me get back up to this one and show your beautiful mug. So Metropolis.
It's Metropolis. Oh, all right. So so this beautiful steelbook.
Beautiful steelbook. I like the effects of the fiery lines on that's actually on the slipcover. That go on her face. I really like that. The fire lines that are actually in the lineup with the lines on the steelbook. I really like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful steelbook.
I also like it. The camera doesn't do it justice. Till right now, the picture of rock right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. How at what screen that they caught captured them in.
Nope. I keep hitting the wrong freaking thing.
So last podcast overhyped Hameg, and and the scene I remembered him more in was scene of him getting shot. So he barely had any screen presence in this particular film. However, Skunk was a very, very smug bastard in this one. You have no idea who I'm talking about. The military commander, if you recall him.
Yeah, the guy who was basically pulled off the top and killed the president.
Yep. So, what did you think about Metropolis as we begin?
I actually had not rewatched this movie since I pre-ordered the steelbook, and I gave the DVD copy that I had to a friend, and I have not seen the movie for maybe 3 years. And I liked it. I liked a lot of the imagery. Very appealing movie to me. Like the opening scene where we're in Duke Red's like office or wherever, and it's showing all the marble walls and the floor. It's very pretty.
That was when they were showing off the ziggurat for the first time.
It was afterwards, like when Dr. Lawton was in there. Oh, I need another week, and I'm going to visit your lab tomorrow night.
That scientist really liked to suck his thumb.
Yeah.
He's probably a reused character, but I can't tell where he's from. For Metropolis, this is my either third or fourth time seeing it. Mm-hmm. And per rewatching of it and watching something else from Osamu Tezuka, there's always some other character that you can kind of point out or kind of figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Or as you rewatch it. This is rewatchability. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's not like Disney's Aladdin where you can just sit down and just rewatch it over and over again. I never had a friend like me.
I don't think I would ever do that for a Disney movie.
Oh well.
Hey, Danny.
One of the other things I love the style of this movie. It takes the modern at the time CG effects that they can apply.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that they did a really good job smoothing the 3D animation while also maintaining a quirky silent film approach, like when it like zooms in a circle to one particular area. Then progress to another scene.
Yeah.
There are some points where it kind of, you can watch the movie then and there's a plot point, it drops, but they continue a previous plot point to kind of overlap it and continue. Like with what I mentioned with Skunk. Even though they didn't call him Skunk, they call him Commander, I think. Because he kills the president, you see him in a smug smile looking up in the sky as he imagines all the warfare that he can ensue. Which I felt like that was probably another pivotal point that they can expand on, but no, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the characters are what they're some of the characters' roles are as the other roles that they play in prior stuff. Like with King Red and Astro Boy, the main plot that he's in is the Blue Knight story. Rock's also in there as well. As some others. One of the bureaucrats that was helping out Rock in Metropolis, he is a real big player in the Blue Knight as well. Atlas himself is, Atlas and Astro Boy, but in this particular rendition, they decided to go with the 2003 Astro Boy design rather than the other one, like the 1980s or the black and white one. Back to the original source. I want to consider this as a Christmas story because of the noir detective tellings of this story. Even though there's no snow or anything like that.
There's snow.
There is snow?
Yeah.
Was it just at the beginning? Or was it at the end?
No, it's at the end. It's close to the end.
Oh, well, there you go.
It starts snowing. Yeah. And like the whole thing with when Rock shoots the uncle on the steps.
Right.
It's all snowing. And when Kenichi and Timur are up on top of the building, it's still snowing. You can see all the snow on the rafters or whatever. The stuff that they're. He's kind of either half-assedly run away from her, or she's trying to do whatever she's doing. Yeah, it started snowing there, like in the climax of the movie.
The uncle, you will see him in a lot of more modern age stories. His first dub name was Daddy Warris. From the Astro Boy Black and White, and even continued it with the 1980s. I'm not familiar with his name, and it's been a while since I've seen it in the 2003 version. But he is always a detective, and he also has his own manga as well of him being a detective. So I think that might be Tezuka's favorite character. Maybe it reminds him of himself. I don't know.
Uncle Shunsaku or the uncle.
Yeah.
I think it was Shunsaku or something, or Shunzaku or something like that.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna look it up now while you're.
Let's see what else to point out from this. You have the visual details. You have the story from the time, Metropolis itself. From some stuff that I've read, I didn't watch the extras, but consider this as rumor. when Tezuka was writing this, he saw the movie poster for Metropolis, but never seen it. I'm not sure how close both movies are to each other. I know this one's complete, while the other one's kind of missing a third of itself, sadly.
Oh, yeah. Banchunsaku.
Bansuzaku? Or Banchuzaku?
Shunsaku.
Okay.
Shunsaku.
Banshunsaku.
He's in Metropolis, Astro Boy, Blackjack, Kimba.
You know he was in Kimba.
He's in a lot of different. Holy crap! Like the same character, but he has different names listed, like Hiei Oyaji, Bunshisaku Tetsu, Yoji, Detective Mustachio, Mustache Daddy.
I think Detective Mustachio was his 2003 Astro Boy name. Oh, I forgot if he was in the 3D one or not. Anyway, going back to the time period, you have elements of fascism.
Yeah.
Rebels trying to be freedom fighters, but really are just renegades in the street.
Yeah.
Nice to hear they have a cause, but how you're going about it's not how you're going to live.
Yeah.
Even though I think Atlas lived, he just kind of stopped fighting.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of that guy's hair. The way like he had like poles sticking out of the back of his head, the way his hair was done up like weird ponytails.
Hold up. The original design for that hair was the sun robot in Black and White Astro Boy. Yeah, here we go. Let me get you the.
Right.
Hold up. Come on, get. Post this right over here in the black screen. Go to your private chat. Reese, I'll show you that piece. There you go. Get a load of that crispity crunch.
Okay.
Hey, Danny.
Oh wow, that was weird. Okay, hold on. Screen share, pick screen, Astro Boy, Atlas. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Here we go.
Let me scoot this way.
Yeah. What else? We got? Okay.
By the way, the story of the Blue Knight is far different in the 2003 version.
Yep.
It's not a robot, or it's not a robot this time. It turns out to be Tezuka in control. Professor Tezuka or Toybot, whichever you prefer. That was Astro Boy's father, or Tobio's father. But back to Metropolis. You have the different political elements of that time being integrated into the story, which it doesn't turn out to be preachy, but it shows you the typical cause and effect without lingering. Or how do you feel about that?
So. I mean, it was there. It didn't really. I didn't really think it was hindered it too much, but I didn't think it really pushed anything along very much either. So.
Oh yeah, so you have the robots, which are stuck in their own sector and they cannot move from that sector or they will be demolished, essentially.
The zone.
You have that. You have Atlas's freedom renegades. Then you have Rock. We haven't mentioned Rock. Rock is
the Marduk. Yeah, Marduk.
Marduk?
Yeah, M-A-R-D-U-K, but they pronounce it Marduk.
Marduk? Oh, I thought Marduk was the organization.
I think it is the organization, but I'm just saying he's part. He was a part of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
This guy. I thought his name was Rock, but
yep, his name is Rock. His name is Rock.
Okay, Rock, who's a father, which is really the adoptive father.
Yep.
Of Baron Red, right?
Duke Red. Yep.
Duke Red has his group of Marmaduke. No, Marduk. Marduks.
Marduk. Marduk.
Marduk.
Marduk. They pronounced it Marduk in the dub. Or, I don't know why.
Well, let's leave it as Marduk.
Yeah, Marduk.
Do for conversation. What they do is kind of police the area for the robots.
Yeah.
And any other people not of interest to the government, if you will.
Yeah. They originally started out like as a party.
Yeah.
Then Duke Red basically funding it as an open secret.
Pretty much. There's one scene where, at the beginning, there's some scenes where they destroy robots as they were a threat. One of them that seemed off, you have like your typical Mega Man-like situation of the cutting bot can cut someone. Then you have, or this strong robot can throw rocks or beat someone. So they're shooting all these, and there's one robot that can't do anything. All it does is hold balloons, and they have to destroy the robot that holds the balloons. They have to the pictures. No.
Yeah.
I thought that was, to me, that was funny because it's like you just wasted your own resource for no reason.
Yeah.
So one of the deeper elements of the story, I forgot her name, but what's her name again?
Tima
is a not. She is a fully synthetic being.
Basically an android.
Yeah, and she is an android. Her role is to control the ziggurat.
Yep.
Which is a very powerful building that could potentially take over the world. One of the other reasons for her being is Baron Red lost his daughter years prior. With that, he associated with the professor that we mentioned at the beginning, the thumbsucker, who is an outlaw, which hints why in the world the detective and the main character showed up to begin with to investigate this person. He was working with Baron Red to try to create this being while also reviving a daughter that he lost so long ago.
Yeah. Well, they basically creating this android in his daughter's image.
Right.
Not exactly reviving his daughter, just being in her image.
It wasn't when they revealed this kind of like halfway through the movie, a third way through the movie.
Yeah.
But the main reason that I like the reveal was they don't tell you at first. Kind of hint a little bit. If you already seen it, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the detective with the professor's dying wish, because Rock came in and sabotaged the whole, I want to say lab, but the abandoned warehouse, as our friend Hemegg mentioned at the beginning. He points to a book and it does that little zoom.
Yeah, the zoom thing. It's like, look here. Even though it's like obviously it's the red book that's everything else is kind of dull, but they still have to do that. You have to look right here. Look right. Yeah. Even though it's not obvious, that's what you look like. Point right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of felt that kind of stuff was kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say childish, but it felt unnecessary.
Very out of date. To me, it kind of provides more of a charm. It's unnecessary for us now because we're used to watching movies. Back in the black and white days when it was words and no talking, something that should be pointed out on screen might not be so obvious.
Yeah. Now that you actually say that, and I'm thinking about, have you seen the black and white Fritz Lang Metropolis?
Sadly, I have not. I believe Criterion Collection has pieced what they could together of it.
Yeah.
I would love.
I know you can watch. I know it's on. I know you can watch it on for free on YouTube, like
Okay.
the full 2.5 hour version.
Is this in German or is this in English?
I think it's got the. I think it's got the English subtitles on it.
Cool. Oh, maybe one day.
Yeah, I think you mentioned like the whole, silent film aspect of it. It might be that all that stuff might have been a homage to that. So I mean, now that you bring that aspect to the foreground, it kind of makes sense now.
Oh yeah.
So
let's see. So you have that. You have the father-son quarrel, which is
the Daddy Will Love Me, which is the basis for this podcast.
Well, that fair point, but his main reason was the whole, I'm probably using the wrong term, fascism of the Marduk Ducks. Point of the group was to get rid of the robots.
Yeah.
He's probably still in that same mindset of the robots, or as he was saying, the robots should not rule the city. It should be the humans.
Yeah.
Which Duke Red wanted his daughter, Angel.
Yeah.
Angel to rise above humanity to take over.
Did they
the world that he lost?
Angel?
Well, I'm inserting my own points. I'm not an angel, but
okay. I was like, Angel? What? Did he name his daughter Angel? I was like,
no.
Pretty
Daughter's
sure.
Not named Angel.
Pretty sure it's just Tima. But yeah, anyway.
It was funny that when Rock asked Tima why she wanted to see the Tobio character. What's his name? The main character?
Kenichi?
Kenichi. And she blatantly said it to him. Kenichi's her father. Because that's the first person they saw.
Who's your father? Kenichi! Like,
and Rock just hysterically laughed over that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like to show her when she was in that room and she had written Kenichi's name all over the wall and floor, like all in all different colors. But like not like all one wall is one color, then she runs out and she continues and it's like red here, red here, red here, red here. Okay, let's fill in the spots with all different colors.
Oh yeah. Wasn't it?
That didn't
correct
quite.
me if I'm wrong, but was it crayons or was it lipstick?
I think I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe either or, but I'm pretty sure probably crayons, considering the different colors.
So the director worked with Osamu Tezuka for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think this was his last film, if I remember.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh no.
Rintaro.
Oh. Good swan song though.
I'm pretty sure this was his last film.
Well, if it's a swan song, that's a pretty good one to go out with.
Yep.
One other element I like about this movie is it does capture a lot of the human element. Like it questions a value of a life, whether it be robot, sentient, or organic.
Yeah.
Your typical foolishness of greed and envy, obsession through a evil vein or vein of innocence, if you will, referring to Duke Red and Kina. You see a lot of greedy elements with one, like the maid being bribed by Rock after he got dismissed.
Yeah, and then Rock cross-dressing her later on. Just
that was a good reveal if you did not see this before.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, the ragtime. At the beginning, okay, but like the final panning shot of the movie, I felt like that was a little excessive. What'd you feel? How'd you feel about the music?
I don't know. It kind of. I mean, it set the tone, like kind of like a jazzy, roaring 20s kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I liked what it was going for, but again, like I don't know, maybe a little bit too much.
Fair enough.
It might have gotten there, but I liked what it was trying to do. I liked the intent of the music.
Too much Xanarez on your plate of Popeyes, right? Xanarez, as in the Louisiana rice that you can buy at the store.
I remember the first time I saw this, I had to get that Ray Charles song, I Can't Stop Loving You. I had to get that song. That was a fantastic scene. I love it. That's a very memorable, like all the destruction going on with that song. Very memorable scene.
I can kind of compare this. A lot of people will not like me comparing this to it, but I kind of want to compare this movie to Rock and Rule. The whole aspect of love and evil comes to take it into a different direction, trying to rule the world. The person, technically the bad guy, gets done with his own undoing.
Yeah.
However, in this one, in Rock and Rule, the lovers come together after singing some Iggy Pop. I'm also getting some familiar vibes with this one right here. The whole Koshi Ricto's characters can be kind of pointed out as to who could be what from Excel Saga, but in a different coat of paint. People a huge obstacle about to come in the way as someone's greed is about to devastate the whole city. So now, if I recall correctly, now I mentioned Skunk, how they kind of just dropped him. But if I recall the cover of the manga, it looked like there's some sort of bird-like being in a tuxedo that I often would see on the covers. And well, I don't know about you, Reese, but I didn't see anyone in that attire. Did you?
Nope.
So I feel like even though I would recommend this movie.
Yeah.
Feels like there's some story elements missing, probably due to time constraint or budgeting issues, which might be the case.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in the manga because I see some certain character that is not in here.
Yeah.
What's your take on this?
I liked it. I think it's. I watched this early on in my when I got into anime. This was one of the first movies I bought regarding anime. I would say it's a must watch for anybody who's studying the anime, or just to knock it off the list. If just that. Very sprawling. Wonderful animation. Did you go back and watch the old DVD to see if they had that image at the end of the credits?
I didn't have time.
Okay.
So what?
I'm basing that off of that one review on Amazon, because that baffles me that they would not have included that in the original DVD release.
It was released by Sony.
Yeah. At
the time, I can also point out that they had Cyborg 009 2002 2003 version. Had everything worked out, even the finale stuff, having it all dubbed and released it.
The only reason I can think of is when they released it, they redid the end credits in English, and it just got lost in translation kind of thing, and they just forgot about it.
Oh yeah, I still want to see that movie.
Because on this one it has the ending credits all in Japanese. There's no English credits on here.
Huh.
Like I didn't see any English credits on the after the movie. It just went back to the main menu.
I think you can go to the. Don't take my word for this bit of information, but I think you can go to the options and see the English credits.
I don't think it wasn't in there. It wasn't in there.
How'd you feel about that Stephen Bloom character?
The what character?
There was one character who was bald that was obviously voiced by Stephen Bloom.
Oh, which character was that?
He was the bald guy. He was the bureaucrat.
Oh.
Bureaucrat, and he died, and he had like.
Was he the one who was manipulating Atlas?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of like that. You wouldn't get this from watching the movie, but typically with that character, when he died, there's a brief moment where you see the candle like.
Yeah, I saw that.
Typically, this character would have a candle on top of his head the whole time. Why? Huh. I don't know. I have not read the author's note on that. But I like that subtle touch of you briefly see
I actually just noticed that for the first time watching them tonight.
I guess he's
supposed to be... I was like, wait, did I see that right?
No, you saw that right. I guess because he's a short wick of a character. He tends to get angry very easily.
Yeah, like a short.
In Astro Boy, he's kind of like an evil PTA like Jane Jonah Jameson. He doesn't like robots. He doesn't feel like robots should be given rights. That's his spiel. Oh, so we already did the recommendations, talked about the animation, music, pace. How'd you feel about the pace?
I thought it was all right. Oh, okay. This character named Acetylene Lamp. All right. Drake Lamp, Torch, Inspector Timur. Oh, okay.
For me, the pace, it still felt like what this movie was, an hour 47 minutes. While watching it, it did feel like an hour if you just sat down on the couch and just enjoyed it. There are some parts that were short and fast, like the whole detective trying to sneak out of paying for a hot dog, or was trying
well, he wasn't trying to sneak out. He just eating the ice cream with his finger, but he wasn't trying to sneak out. He was like, "Oh, Canadian, where'd he go? Come back!" I was like, "Oh wait, I forgot to pay."
That's the first time that character design for the hot dog vendor. That was the first time he was a good guy that I've ever recalled. Even in Cyborg 009, he was a bad guy.
Huh.
That similar design. I don't know if he has a name. No, he does have a name. He was in the black and white Astro Boy. He was a famous film director who botched a movie and bought Dr. Elephant's artificial sun, which was supposed to be originally used for people to work on Pluto because it's so far away from the sun, it's too cold. So he sold him this artificial sun, and for some reason, after the movie bombed, he's going to use this artificial sun to terrorize people and try to get money from individuals. Who could have saw that happen? The sun, if you ever see Astro Boy, people refer to it like this. Astro Boy's fighting like this orb with an eye with tentacles coming down. That's the artificial sun. So there's a little bit of background for you.
I'm looking on my anime list, and Dr. Lawton, you were saying that he's probably in something else. He's not in anything else.
Dr. Lawton?
Yeah. I mean,
can you share the image of the person?
The character. Hang on 1 second. Screen share. Alright, hold on.
Dr. Lawton's the person who sucked his thumb. I don't recall him being in anything else. Yeah, that's the thumb sucker. So Dr. Lawton, okay, so he was original for this plot.
Yep. He's got a character design that sounds. I mean, the thing with the mustache and the eye.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like it'd be a reusable character.
Oh yeah, the Dr. Robotnik guy as well.
Let me get back here.
I wonder if AC can grow a mustache like that. I can see him wear that. He would have to be forced to wear a cowboy hat after growing a mustache like that. But
a food stand vendor.
So he doesn't have.
Nothing else in there.
Okay. But I did see that design.
Kind of a design, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was another character that was with Baron Red. That was one of the scientists. Looked very snake-like.
Oh yeah.
I don't recall him ever having a name, but I feel like there was a subplot kind of skipped altogether involving him. Aside from, let's get out of here.
Not that scientist. Is this guy? Nope, not that guy.
No, that's Skunk. That is Skunk. Still clicked on Skunk. I know he was a conniving bastard in this one. In the Astro Boy plot, Skunk is a common thief that Astro Boy has to take down, kind of similar to the blonde guy in Big O. However, the big story plot for him would be the Atlas saga, which is Astro Boy's rival as he wants to have his, what's his name? Magneto complex to rise above the humans while being built with an Omega factor just like Astro Boy. There's Ham Egg. And they used the Kimba the White Lion picture.
Oh, he's in Doro too.
Oh yeah, he was Itachi. However, his death scene in Metropolis, you don't see the violent action of him dying, but you do see him fall down with his 90s-esque death. He's painted in like a clear... He's painted in like a very white monochrome as he smiles to calm down Rock, and just looks so demented than usual.
There you go. This is the guy you're probably thinking about.
Yeah.
The one who looks like a snake.
Yeah. Snake or a character from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Which that design team also drew heavy inspirations from Osamu Tezuka. Well, just want to see him in an episode, but so be it. An Astro Boy. Oh.
Looks like about it for Rock Holmes. Guys, oh god. He's in lots of stuff. Blackjack.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I think he's supposed to be the inspiration for Proto Man. If Cyborg 009 wasn't another influence.
Well, that's it for... There we go.
So, next week, I believe I can get this stuff out. Yeah. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, come on, yeah. I get you too. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So next week we're going to be doing Afro Samurai. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I got both director's cut on DVD.
Those are the exact ones that I used to. Those are the exact ones that I used to have.
Yeah. I'll mention this before. I got this copy from Movie Stop, and what I hate for Movie Stop is they put the plastic wrap on it and take a heat gun to shrink it. Well, for this, it became very wavy from that procedure with this Digipack release. Ooh. Do I have to dig up the discs? Ugh. Oh my god, you gotta fold this out. Well. So, Vanna. So I wonder how this is going to compare to. I wonder how this is going to compare to Dororo. I know this was made from a doujin, then got commissioned to the U.S. to be made. So, what do you got to say, Reese? 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 Huh. Reese is not here. Well, let's continue. What to talk about? Oh, yeah, I know what to talk about. And it's not over here. Let's see here. Open chest. Ooh. All right, so other stuff. Other stuff that I've been thinking about watching lately. Other stuff for myself to watch. That would be. I mean, thinking about watching would be. If you recall, a few podcasts way back, we watched Agent Ika. There was another one called. I don't think the first one has it, but I don't think the first part I'm going to say is part of the title, but Ninja Blitz Tactics.
My internet went out.
Ah.
I don't know if I lost broadcast or if it's still going.
It's still going. We're live. So at this point, you want to just end it? This will be the shortest podcast we've ever done.
I don't know what happened. For some reason, my internet disconnected, and I was like, I had to go down and redo the. I'm surprised that you still had.
Yeah, kind of like how I have all the lights in the background, and it kind of matches the season 2 limited box set of Space Dandy right there.
The way the lights coming off of your the shelf above you.
Yeah.
Put your right hand up. Put your right hand up. Higher. Right there. That light there. That's matching your Sailor Moon ones right next to it. See that?
Yeah. And all the Sailor Moon is put together. So you have.
It all goes in gradient. It all goes in radio gradient from one to the other. That's kind of neat.
Up above there is the crystal. Right here is the Viz. Then back. Yeah. Right here behind the Slayers and being Angel is where the Sailor Moon would begin. Then it ends with Tenchi.
All right. So I was actually on my way back over to see to the our chat between you, me, and FDM to see if when we should be doing our next podcast. And it's not loading for me now.
The last he asked is that question. I don't want to say right here because that should be behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Attend our Patreon and other social medias. There's also a shirt shop called Stealth Weave, and I don't know what's on it at the moment. Probably the typical stuff. I'm not sure of a new design.
I don't think we got anything new on there.
Well, he did say, obviously, his second to last message. I can't do that.
Can't do that.
Can't do that day, but the first one they mentioned I can do. So you want to continue with that?
Which one?
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah.
All right. Next podcast will be Thursday the 19th.
Hooray! Same bat time, same bat channel.
Sorry, FTZM, you're not going to be able to join us again.
Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, he's working those days. Oh.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Want to do it Wednesday?
His only 3 days was beyond when you're not there. So, I'm going to be there or he's not going to be there. Do you want to take the fall of this weekend, and so me and FTZM can do it on Saturday?
Oh, he says he's working. Okay, so behind the curtain, he says that he's working Thursday and Friday. Why not do it on Wednesday or Tuesday? Is there a confliction with you?
Well, for those, we will post when we're going to do the next podcast on Facebook and Twitter and and the Anime Collector will keep you posted. So, as
TBD?
Sometime middle of next week, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll finalize the date off broadcast. So,
There you go.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining.
There you go, and that's our show.
For our shortest podcast so far.
Okay.
And we will see you next time. Take care.
Laters.
And broadcast.